Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Rare Beauty video. Today we are going to be trying out the brand new line that just launched. In this collection, we've got cream eyeshadows, brow products, and eyeliners. So we're gonna get into this package here. If you guys are new to my channel, I'll have everything linked down below in the description box if you want to check anything out. Today we also have Mr. Pierre in the background hanging with us today, so he'll be back there, but we are gonna go ahead and get started. I wanna start off with the makeup that I have on because I am wearing all Rare Beauty products. I wanted to see kind of how this new stuff pairs with her other products, so I wanted to just run through the products that I have on. I'll have all of these linked down below in the description box with the shades that I'm wearing. I just didn't want to start this video off by applying all of these products so that we could get into the new stuff. So for my foundation, I have on the Rare Beauty foundation in 190W, which is more of my summer shade. It's a little bit darker, which is great because I am a little bit tanner right now. And then I immediately applied the cream bronzer over the foundation without any powder. So this is the Happy Soul bronzer stick, and this cream bronzer is one of my favorites. It's so creamy, it's so blendable, and I actually like to take a cream bronzer brush and lightly dust the top of this product and then apply it to my cheeks instead of swiping it on and buffing it out. I feel like that just makes it a little bit more of like an airbrushed look. It makes it look more natural. So this is such a good creamy bronzer, and I would recommend putting this over your foundation, not over powder. So I would do your foundation, do your bronzer, do your cream blush, and then powder where you need to. But if you put this directly over your foundation or your skin tint, it blends incredibly. For my blush, I have on the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in the shade Bliss. This is one of my favorite blushes from Rare Beauty. I'll put my full review swatching video of all 13 shades of this blush down below in the description box if you want to check that out. For my highlight, I'm wearing the Rare Beauty Powder Highlight in Exhilarate, and this is such a beautiful highlight. It is so shimmery. I adore this highlight. So I have this highlight on the high points of my face and my nose, and then for my lips, I went and lined my lips with the lip liner in the shade Wise, which is this darker nude, and then I actually mixed two of her lip oils. So I mixed Honesty and Hope. I applied Honesty first, which is a little bit more of a orangey undertone neutral, and then I applied this shade over it, which makes it a little bit more of a pinky tone, but this is the shade Hope. So I used Honesty and Hope together, and this is the makeup that I have on. So this is what the PR package looks like. Everything is in this little box here. So we've got all of the imaging, which always looks so good. Her PR packages are so incredibly well done. So it has Selena Gomez on the front here, and then you open it up like this, and we've got 3 different compartments. So in this compartment over here, we have 3 new eyeliner shades. We have the shade True Black, True Brown, and the shade Compassion, which looks like almost a dark, deep red brown. And then in this compartment here, we've got her new cream eyeshadows, which I'm the most excited to try. In this little pamphlet, we've got information about each of the products, but in here we've got the different eyeshadows. So we've got the shades Compassion, Contentment, Well-Being, Growth, Integrity, and Adventure, and I'll go through all of these and swatch them for you guys so you can see what they look like. And then over here we've got her new brow products. So we have a clear brow gel and a brow pencil, and then this is also her mascara, which I believe has been out. So this is everything that came in this package. I'm gonna start with the cream eyeshadows and we'll swatch those. Yeah, what you doing? We're gonna start with the cream eyeshadows. I'm gonna work from my left to my right, starting with the shade Compassion. This is what the packaging looks like. And you can see the shade here at the bottom. It has a built-in sharpener in case you want to have a more precise tip for smoking out like a bottom lash line. And this is what the product looks like. This is it as it's sharpened. And I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch this on my hand here. It's a really pretty, almost like purple undertone, deep brown. So it's a brown with like red and berry undertones. Really, really pretty though. Also shimmery. These definitely have a kind of metallic feel to them. Next up is the shade Contentment. It looks like a more mid-tone brown. These definitely have a sort of metallic sheen to them. Ooh, okay. I definitely love this shade. Look how pretty that is. It's like almost the exact same shade as my skin, but it has the metallic shimmer to it. I feel like this is such a pretty all over lid shade. So gorgeous. And you can like blend these out and layer them or wear them as single shades. I love cream shadows like this as single shade shadows, especially when I'm traveling. It's so easy. You just like swipe it on the eye, blend it out with your finger, no fuss kind of eyeshadow. And these are supposed to be crease resistant as well. So it's supposed to be an all day wear. This is the shade Wellbeing. This is a lighter nude that has a little bit of a blush undertone to it. Really gorgeous. Again, has a metallic finish to it, and I can tell this one is just gonna be so pretty. I feel like this one would be so perfect worn under the brow bone or inner corner. Like you could wear this as an inner corner highlight. You could also of course wear this all over the lid. It's so pretty. This is the shade Growth, and this is a mid-tone brown as well. All right, wanted to pop in here with Mr. P, let you guys know that this shade is actually a double. So they sent the PR package with 2 of the same shades. I get into it later in the video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this shade is not Growth. This is actually just Adventure, and then you're gonna see Adventure again. But in case you don't watch it all the way through, now you know. Ooh, this one is like super creamy. So this one is a little bit darker than the shade here. This is the shade Integrity, and it looks like a champagne taupe color. This one is so gorgeous. Again, could be used as an inner corner highlight. This one right here has a little bit more of a blushy undertone now that I'm seeing it compared to Integrity. So you can see the difference in the shades here. Very subtle different undertones, but all really pretty on the skin. And this is the shade Adventure, which is like a true bronzy brown. So this is the shade Adventure. While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch the gel eyeliner pencils. So these are the gel liners, and you can see here the 3 different shades. We'll start with True Black. This is the packaging. It has also, again, a built-in sharpener at the bottom in case you want more precision. These are supposed to be waterproof, smudge proof, transfer proof. So I will wipe my hand with a wet paper towel once we do this swatching. But this is the black eyeliner here. Just your standard black liner. I'm really interested to see how these are smudge proof though, so we'll do a little test after I do all the swatches. Next up is the shade True Brown. Again, very similar packaging, just in a neutral brown. Very pretty. You can see the brown and the black liner there. And then this is the shade Compassion, which is like a deep brown red. And this liner really matches the first shade of eyeshadow, which was also called Compassion. So liner and cream eyeshadow stick match. So I actually read that this new Brow Harmony Precision pencil is supposed to be waterproof as well. So I'm gonna swatch it and then I'm gonna run my hand underwater and come back for you guys. But this is in the shade Cool Brown, which I hope will be my shade. I didn't get to pick out the shades, so whatever they sent, we're just gonna try it. They also have 6 different shades. So they have soft blonde, rich taupe, warm brown, cool brown, and deep brown, and soft black. I guess I might either be a deep brown or a soft black. So we're gonna try the cool brown out. It looks like it might be a little bit light for me, but I really wanna give it a try just as far as like precision and how it applies. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's a little bit of a slanted, flat tip. Very precise though. And then the other side is our spoolie. I honestly love when brow pencils come with the spoolie built in, especially when I'm traveling. I don't have to pack a spoolie. It's just like built into the product, which is really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the cool brown here. We'll do it on the top of the eyeshadows. And this has a little bit of a waxy feel to it, which I feel like is great with your brows because you want it to stay in place. So this is cool brown. Might be a little bit light for me, but I'm really, really hoping that it will at least work for this video. But the eyeliners were very soft, smooth, like a gel consistency, but not liquid, if that makes sense. So very, very smooth applied, really, really pigmented. This applies a little bit more sheer, which I think is great for getting a more natural brow look. You can obviously build it up, make it look like a full, thick brow, but the fact that it is a little bit more of a waxy consistency and it is a little bit more sheer, I think will give you a little bit more to play with when filling in your brows. The shadows were really, really soft. They glided onto the skin. You can see I just swiped them very, very gently and really good color payout for all of the eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go get a wet paper towel. I guess we can start with a smudge proof test first. So let's do smudge proof for the eyeshadows since I applied those first. This is what has come off on my finger. Honestly, the only thing that's come off is a little bit of the metallic shimmer, but really none of the colors like bled into each other. So those are the eyeshadows. I would say definitely smudge proof. Like this is the darkest shade. A little bit comes off, see that? All right, let's do the eyeliners now. I think these have gotten a chance to dry. Yeah, so eyeliners. Yeah, those are not going anywhere. Literally, look at, so this is the finger I used to smudge out the eyeliners. Nothing. I mean, I'm really getting in there. Definitely 100% smudge proof. I'm like really going at it. Nothing on this finger right here. So you can see the eyeshadows came off a little bit. Not a ton. They didn't like smudge into each other. The eyeliner though did not smudge at all. And then this is the brow, which we'll just kind of smudge out. Nothing on my finger that did the smudging. So the brow definitely smudges off a little bit. However, it doesn't say that it's smudge proof. It just says that it is waterproof definition. So I'm going to reapply this and run my hand under water. And then I'll take a wet paper towel and we'll see what we can get off with that. So I reapplied the brow here. Okay, so I just ran my hand under the sink and pretty much everything has stayed in place. So I'm gonna take a dry paper towel and just kind of get off the water droplets. So this is after dabbing my wet hand with a paper towel. Now I'm gonna take a wet paper towel here and just try to rub off as much as I can. Okay, guys, that's the paper towel. It's soaking wet paper towel. You can't make this stuff up. That's crazy. This is the eyeliner. I'm like really going at this eyeliner. Like it's faded a little bit in color, but it hasn't come off at all, like onto the paper towel. The cream shadow sticks, the more you rub, are definitely, you know, starting to come up, but I don't know anybody that is rubbing their eyes with a wet paper towel aggressively. Brow, it's coming off for sure. I would say the brow is not as waterproof as you would think. This is finally starting to move, but that's after running it underwater, smudging the crap out of it before running it underwater, and then rubbing it with a paper towel aggressively. Eyeliners though, those I can say are 100% waterproof, 100% smudge proof, and transfer proof. Those are incredible. I'm gonna go get some makeup remover now and actually take this off because water is just not gonna get this off. Used some makeup remover and it came off right away. My hand's a little bit pink because I was rubbing it so aggressively, but I am really, really impressed. We are gonna jump into the application now of these products. These are all of the shadows, which are so, so pretty. I think I'm gonna do the shade Integrity all over my eyelid, and then maybe we can try to do a little bit of a layered look with one of the deeper shades to see how they layer and apply. So this is the shade Integrity. It is the Champagne Gold shade, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid and blend it out, hopefully. It's very, very creamy. And then taking my finger here, I'm just gonna pat it out to soften the edges. Okay, so this is the shade Integrity. It's so natural on my eyelid. I think just because it is such a light shade, it's very close to my actual skin tone. So I'm gonna try to use this as an inner corner highlight as well and just apply it to the inner corner. It really does work well as an inner corner highlight, this specific shade. I think on the other side, I'm gonna use one of the other shades and we're just gonna have two different eye looks going on. So on this side here, I'm gonna use the shade Wellbeing all over the lid. I'm basically just gonna try to use as many of these as I can at the same time so that you can get an idea of what they look like. So this is the shade Wellbeing, and again, just gonna apply this to my lid. I actually like when these are more of a dull, rounded tip for eyeshadows just because they can kind of glide on a little bit easier. When they're really pointy, it's a little bit harder. But if I wanted to use the darker shades as a lower lash line shade, that would be perfect with the sharpener. Okay. So this is the shade Wellbeing. You can see it's a little bit more pink, very similar to my skin tone. So very, very natural. If you're looking for just a really pretty shimmer to wear over the eyes that looks extremely natural but just adds a little bit of something to your makeup look, then these are really, really gorgeous. I want to do a little bit of a darker shade. So let's try the shade Contentment, which is a rosy taupe color, and we'll apply this to this lid and just try to blend it into the previous shade here. So you can see here adds a little bit of a deeper eye look, but still really natural. I'd say this is like a mid shade, not the lightest, but definitely not the darkest shade. Still really, really pretty. I'm gonna apply it on this side as well, even though I've got two different kind of bases going right now, just to the outer corner and blend it in with my finger. They definitely blend when you first apply them. Definitely once you let them sit, they kind of become a little bit more smudge proof, but this is what they look like on. Now I'm gonna get into the darker shades because I just feel like we should try those out. So these are honestly so similar. Adventure. Guys, I actually just realized why these two shades are so similar. They are the same shade. I was reading them from the package here, and I thought that Growth would be the color that was in the package, but it turns out they sent me two of the same shade. So scratch what I said earlier, these are actually the same shade. I don't have Growth. So Growth is actually supposed to be a true copper. You can see here on the little pamphlet that Growth is a little bit more orangey, but I didn't get that shade. Now I'm kind of sad. Okay, well, we'll just work with what we've got. We're gonna use the shade Adventure because that's what we have and we don't have Growth. So this is the shade Adventure, and I'm gonna use this on the outer corners as well and just try to blend this out. I think I might use a brush for this and see if it blends with a brush. I honestly love these shades so much more than the powder eyeshadows that she came out with. I tried one of those palettes and I just didn't resonate with the shade choices that she had or the color choices that were in that palette. So I ended up actually just giving that to a friend because I never really reached for it. There were like a lot of purples and pinks, but I feel like these are all really neutral and pretty. This actually blends out really well with a brush. I think for these outer corner shades, definitely use some kind of brush. But this is actually so pretty. I love the shade Adventure, so you know what? Grateful to have two of them now. Never run out of Adventure. Yeah, so I would do one eye at a time and apply the product kind of close to the lash line and then take a brush. This is actually the Rare Beauty brush, and just blend it out with the brush, kind of working it in and smudging it. I can definitely tell though, as they start to dry down, that they're really not gonna be moving around on you during the day, which is nice. I can't believe I got the same 2 shades. I should have looked at the containers. I just assumed that they were the shades that were in the package, but this is the shade Adventure. I really love it as like a outer corner shade, but I think it is honestly light enough to where if you just applied this kind of close to the lash line, it'd just be a pretty color by itself. I do think if you like a really layered eyeshadow look, I would probably just do some sort of powdered eyeshadow. That's definitely just gonna blend easier anyway. The one thing about powdered eyeshadow though is that it probably won't last as long as something like this. So if you want something that is smudge proof, a really good all day wear product, cream shadows are really good for that. However, they're definitely not as layerable and workable. You can't get as good of blending as you could with a powder shadow. I really love cream shadows when I'm doing a single color eye look, or I'm not doing anything too intense as far as layering. These layer nicely, but I just think if you're going for like a really complicated eye look with multiple shades, you might as well just use like a powder eyeshadow. You'll have a lot more control with those. For a simple everyday, something just to swipe over the eyes, these are gonna be perfect for that. I'm gonna take one of the eyeliners here. This is the True Brown eyeliner. I haven't worn black eyeliner, I feel like, in years. I kind of only wear brown eyeliner, and I'm gonna do my lower lash line here really gently. And then I'm gonna take this same brush and flip it over so that it's almost like upside down, and buff it out with whatever product is left from the cream shadow, and just kind of blend the two. Same over here. So this is what the eyeliner eyeshadow looks like. Adventure is honestly such a beautiful color. I really, really like that shade, especially over the lighter shades. I think it is really, really pretty with those other lighter shades. I'm gonna do my brows, and then I will do my mascara last. So using the new brow pencil, this is probably gonna be too light, but we're gonna go for it. So I'm going to just fill in my brows like I normally would, focusing on this inner part here and then kind of the ends, and then we'll just see, we'll go from there. So applying it to my brows. And I think this actually works well when you do it kind of at an angle. Honestly, I think this might work for me because I do have highlights in my hair. I really like the angle precision on this. The angled applicator makes it really easy to apply, so especially for these front hairs, I feel like having the angle makes it look really a lot more natural. And then kind of angled it down, just following the shape of my brows. I never like fill outside of my actual normal brows. I just kind of go with what I've got. So we're going for a more natural enhanced brow look, which is what I usually do. This is the product in without brushing it through. You always want to brush it through. I feel like that's what makes it soft and natural. So once you put the product in, you just want to brush through the spoolie. And I feel like that actually looks really, really good. Let's see here. Honestly, I think I can get away with cool brown. I was a little worried, but I think it works, especially in the summer where my hair is a little bit lighter. I love that. So now I'm gonna use the brow gel. This I actually think doesn't come out until August, is what the little pamphlet says. So this is a clear brow gel. I'm wondering if they're gonna release it in multiple colors. I think it might only be coming out in clear, but it's gonna be $17, but it's just a clear brow gel, and I'm gonna brush my brows up. Ooh, that gets some good lift. I can already tell it's like very shaping. Okay, that actually feels amazing. I'm interested to see how it dries down. But I feel like that just like added so much shape to my brows, just doing the brow gel, especially kind of here on the ends. It really like held up my brow hairs. So now I'm gonna do my lashes and start by curling them. I'm also gonna see if the eyeshadow comes off on my eyelash curler as I curl my lashes. Honestly, not bad. A tiny bit of the metallic came off, but not a ton. If you are familiar with my channel, I pretty much only wear waterproof mascara, mostly because it's the only thing that can keep my lashes from falling straight throughout the day. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna wear the mascara that is from Rare Beauty. So this is one of my tubes that I had in my beauty drawer, so it's a little bit beat up. They did send a new one, but I wanna use the other one that I already have open before I open the new one. But this is what the brush looks like. It's a volumizing mascara in black, and I really like this mascara. It's just the fact that my lashes truly will not hold a curl unless I apply a waterproof mascara. So I've just gotten in the habit of wearing a waterproof mascara, but this mascara is really, really beautiful. It's very volumizing. So if you already have lashes that can hold a curl, it's a great mascara. I like the brush on it a lot. This is 2 coats of the mascara versus no mascara. So you can see the difference there. I wish that I could get away with wearing non-waterproof mascara. Maybe I should get a lash lift. I've definitely considered doing something like that, where I wouldn't have to like curl my lashes and I could wear normal mascara. But this is the finished look. Eyes, mascara, brows. For the mascara, I really like the brush and the applicator of it. The only thing truly is that it's not waterproof, so I probably like wouldn't wear this a ton unless I know that it doesn't really matter if my lashes look good. I just like throw in something on. Then I'll wear a non-waterproof mascara, but for the most part, waterproof is my jam. But if you love a volumizing mascara, that's just a great volumizing mascara. The brow gel, I am obsessed with. This is actually a really strong brow gel, but it doesn't look like flaky or sticky, but I can literally feel my brow hairs held in place. So I really love this brow gel. I wish this was out right now. I think it comes out in August is what it said. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram when that comes out and is available, because that is an incredible brow gel. The brow pencil I really like. I think that the shape of it, the precision angled shape of it is really, really nice and easy and quick to use. So really no complaints with the brow pencil. I'll say it's not as like waterproof as you would think when you see how waterproof the eyeliner is, but I also have worn other brow products that don't claim to be waterproof at all. And I don't know, I've never really had a problem with it, so I don't mind that it's not completely waterproof, but just note that it says it's waterproof. It's not like 100% waterproof and smudge proof, but I still really like it. The eyeliners are incredible. Smudge proof, waterproof, 3 great shades. I think the True Brown is the shade that I'll probably be wearing the most. I don't wear black a lot, and I haven't tried red, but maybe we should do a little last minute under eye test here with the Compassion shade. Just adds a little bit of color. It's actually a really pretty red. It doesn't come off like super red. It's just a brown with a little bit of a red undertone. So Compassion's actually really pretty. I think I'd wear Compassion and the brown the most. For the cream eyeshadows, if you're looking for a really easy product to blend out with your finger, one shade, would highly recommend. Honestly, any of these shades would be really, really beautiful. I love the light shades as like a really natural look, and then adding in a little bit of the deeper shade and blending it out with a brush, I think is a really, really pretty look. But that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and first impressions and swatches and try on and all that good stuff. Like I said, I'll have everything linked down below in the description box if you want to check it out. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and you found it helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you decided to grab anything yourself. And if you're new here and you want to stick around for some more videos, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one really, really soon. Bye guys.